yo, what up, good morning, GM. Friday, January 10th, 2024, 2025. Yes, look at that, another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler, Mando. Good morning, happy Friday, guys. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm chilling. Just another day in paradise. You know, it's D-Day in 10 days, baby. You know, so I'm just patiently waiting, you know, smelling the bitches in the air on the timeline and doing my thing. Tyler, how you doing?
I was better this morning before I learned that too many people in the United States got jobs in the past month. And
no,
all my AI coins.
No.
So,
oh my God,
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh my God, guys, are you? It was a positive data report that is negative for the crypto AI coins. Are you telling me that my LLM agent, which is a sloppy ass reply bot worth $400 million, depends on the fact that too many people have jobs in America?
Turns out,
didn't see it coming.
Man, what does that mean for my fart coin?
We're on a fart roller coaster this morning.
God damn it, man. I can't believe it. I can't. Honestly, guys, this morning was the first time in my history that I literally felt bearish about something. Like, I never felt it. I guess I felt for a second what it's like to be like keyboard monkey full time. But like for 5 minutes, I literally turned bearish. Like 5 minutes. Then I slapped myself and I was like, yeah, you know.
Snap out of it.
Slap myself out of it, posted some tweets, and I'm out. But like, it is insane to me. It is insane. I want to talk about this, but let's talk to this during the market report. So, anyways, it's another show today. Market report as usual, crypto, macro, all that good shit. Tyler's top 100. I'm sure you have a lot to talk about. I mean, we got a little AXBT, little Binance news this morning. Love to see that. So I'm sure you got a lot to talk about. You definitely can have a victory lap if you want on this show, Tyler. And then Robit loot box spin. So another loot box spins for the people. See if you guys win something. It's time. I'm tired of seeing Rug Reader and Red Guy wins. Okay, it's enough. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping together the future of engagements. True story, by the way. They did Trump cards. Look at this. Dude, President of the USA dropped fucking ordinals yesterday, and you're bearish. Jesus Christ. Anyways, also, so it's powered by also Fairside Network. Every day we see wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch the fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't get wrecked. Mando, get it? The last word of the ad read is wrecked, and your name is Mando, but your username is wrecked Mando. Boom. Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. So we had a jobs report, and it was a good jobs report, which good is bad. We're back to that sort of a market. The unemployment figure came in slightly below expectations. People freaked out a little bit. Bitcoin, which had hit, I think, 14 straight green candles or something along those lines, quickly kind of went back to this level of support again at 92K. So people freaking out all over again, and all the gains that we kind of had this morning in the AI sector and broadly other sectors kind of all retraced. So not a great day, I would say. Well, a day that's getting progressively worse as the day goes on.
Yeah, we're like turbo dumping right now.
We are turbo dumping. We are going back to that level. To be fair, this is a macro dump. Again, I'll share my screen maybe.
Yeah, you do that. Let's do that. Hold on. Let me unshare. There you go. Here we go. We're back. Mando's sharing his screen. You know what's coming.
Okay. Let me just bring up Trading View. So, yeah, this is a macro dump. So we basically have a stronger dollar. The dollar right now is pushing for, I mean, we could do this on a weekly, right? This is pushing for highs that it hasn't seen since 2022. It broke out of this range here, and now it just keeps on going higher. So you have a stronger dollar, and then you've started to see stocks, particularly tech stocks, kind of look like they're about to break down a little bit here, which isn't great. We've been on this uptrend from 2022. We've had a couple of dips. You know, we had one in July, August time. We have one in the summer, and then looks a little bit more precarious, I would say. So macro, I think, as we've said several times on this show, is definitely looking less supportive than it did for the second half of 2024. 2024 was looking like this the whole way up. The dollar was kind of going down for a lot of that as well. It turned after the election. And that has all kind of turned around. So what we've seen is that the Bitcoin hasn't reacted too well to that. It did quite well after the election because of Trump and Bitcoin Reserve and all that sort of stuff. But it's kind of got caught up in this macro sell-off ever since the Fed had that press conference last month. And that's been the prevailing headwind from around here. So it remains to be seen. A lot of people would point to, you know, the banana zone, so to speak, of global liquidity going.
Singularity.
Exactly. The concept that global liquidity is going lower. I wonder if I still have that script. Do I have that saved? Yeah, this should show global liquidity, actually, if I have it. Okay, so global liquidity. This is global liquidity. Been going down since 2021. Kind of from September, it looked like we were heading back up in terms of global liquidity, and we've actually headed all the way back down again. So people are going, well, there was this hope that global liquidity would start going back to here and up, but actually global liquidity has gone down again. Bitcoin's gone higher. That is a breakdown of what should have been a trend, and we could see some bearishness. Now, conveniently, we've come up with a new term, which is the banana singularity.
Yeah, what the fuck is that all about? I can't wait to hear that one.
So if the banana zone was really on this figure going higher, right? Global liquidity going higher, and it's actually not done that. It's gone lower and Bitcoin's gone higher. So now it's AI is going to save us, which I think is also quite a powerful narrative. We're already kind of seeing that happening in crypto right now. Like the most you're seeing DeFi AI or AI-fi, as I saw today, gaming,
AI,
we called
DeFi.
It's all happening. AI to make crypto onboarding easier, to basically break down a lot of the issues that we've had with making it easy for people to use all these different applications, as well as doing smart stuff around trading, making money. These are the rails for payments, all this sort of stuff. So we may have found product market fit here. And that's the bull case, I really think, for crypto right now, because this one, which is this figure, which since 2021, I mean, that was what was blamed for the whole of this bear market, right? Global liquidity going lower.
Yeah.
And we started to break out of that on the expectation that this was about to go higher. And then it hasn't. It's actually just continued lower. And now it's, okay, well, actually, we've come up with a new narrative. And that may be fine. You know, that may be fine. But I think we have to have some intellectual honesty that actually this global liquidity has broken down the macro backdrop that we were hoping for has not really happened. And that may lead to a little bit of a messy macro picture, you know, stronger dollar, lower stocks, higher bond yields, the 10 years at 4.7% today. That is very high. You know, that's kind of where we were at when everyone was freaking out in 2022, right? So we're back up to really high levels on the 10-year, albeit the 2 years down quite a lot, but the 10 years is basically back up to where its highs was when everyone was freaking out. So macro has turned against us in the last few months and turned pretty aggressively against us, right? The 10-year was at 4.6% back then, and it looked like, at this point where you have global liquidity going higher and you have bond yields going lower, looks good. And then since about just before the election, that's all turned. So I think that you'll see a lot of bearish macro takes. You've seen that over the last week. A lot of people being like, we've got to get out of the market. There is something to be said, that there is a correlation between this figure and Bitcoin. Like if you could bring up Bitcoin. But that hasn't largely been the case since 2023, October 2023, where this figure's kept on going lower and Bitcoin was at 28K and kept on going higher. So what this tells you here is that's not the only thing to pay attention to. It would have been, I think there was some expectation that this was going to turn during that period, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can suddenly say, oh, global liquidity going lower, Bitcoin should go lower. So I think what this tells us is that maybe we found product market fit a little bit better. Maybe we found regulatory clarity a little bit better. A lot of this is to do with the Trump administration coming in. And maybe we can diverge a little bit. And everyone can freak out, but they haven't been saying that really since, to be fair, like Bitcoin bottomed in what was that, 2022?
Yeah.
Global liquidity's kept on heading lower since then. So you could argue that maybe over a short-term period, like people often bring that up, but that hasn't been the prevailing factor. And if this continues to go a little bit lower, it goes a little bit lower. And but it does mean we completely rely on, we found product market fit with AI, and this is going to revolutionize crypto here. And that we suddenly have Trump coming in, and we're going to get the Bitcoin ETF. We've already had the Bitcoin ETF. We're going to get the Solana ETF. We're going to get the XRP ETF. Regulatory landscape is changing, because that's really what this was, right? This was the Bitcoin ETF coming in. This was regulatory landscape changing, and now everyone is mentioning, macro again. Everyone is mentioning macro again.
I'm like literally about to mute the macro analysts and unmute the streamers.
But they could have been saying this, just put in perspective, they should, and they could have been saying this since 2022, and they would have been wrong. So don't just be like, oh my God, was completely screwed. Now that being said, stocks did go high during that period as well. There's definitely a correlation between Bitcoin and stocks. And ideally, we don't get a breakdown here. Like this looks like it's about to break this trend line. That's the S&P 500. NASDAQ looks at least right. It might test around that trend line. So as long as stocks don't completely get decimated, I wouldn't just necessarily focus on global liquidity. That being said, it may not be the sort of environment where Bitcoin can go to 200K anytime soon. I do think Q1 is going to be a period here where we need to work out if stocks actually do have a bit of a breakdown, if bond yields continue to go higher. And in that sort of world, it's probably not a world where Bitcoin goes to 150, 200K. I continue to think it's a world where Bitcoin dominance could get challenged, because if the most interesting stuff in the market is AI, essentially, and we found a new use case, I do think that lens, and you have a Solana ETF coming, all that sort of stuff. I like the L1s more than I like Bitcoin for the first time in many months, right? And but I may be wrong there. You never really want to fade Bitcoin, but for once, I feel as though the macro situation's not as strong for Bitcoin, and it maybe is getting stronger for the use cases of crypto, the utility side of crypto that for a long time we hated.
Interesting. Tyler, I think you have something to say about that. Just quickly for people, we go live on video every day, so I pinned to the top for those who want to look at what Mando was sharing. You can also obviously look back at it later. Tyler, seems like you want to say something.
No, I think Mando gave some terrific analysis there. I think there's still some wild cards with what Trump's going to do, right? If the dollar is strong headed into the inauguration, is he going to take some early measures against that? Will that be seen as inflationary? And then as an impact of that, we have the inflation narrative for Bitcoin and as an inflation hedge, which has been a strong one over the last few years. The other one, I tweeted this out yesterday, was these traditional investment advisors continue to increase in numbers who are telling their clients to buy crypto and are starting to allocate. And there's plenty of room to run. Like they're up like 100%, 150% year over year, but we're still talking like 20 to 30% of advisors are recommending. So 56% overall said they're more likely to allocate because of Trump in office. When you dig into the numbers, it's actually a bit smaller of who's actually doing it, which is positive. And I think we're going to continue to see growth here. And this actually matches my personal experience, which is what I shared in the tweet. We have a financial advisor who is very anti-crypto, won't touch it. But as we were looking to move things to cash, because we're buying a house, he said, I would not sell crypto here. I would sell stocks in your portfolio before crypto. And that's from someone who's totally anti. So I think people see it. And I think that's another narrative that people are kind of forgetting about. Like we talked about this a lot in 2024 early on when the ETF started coming on, this infinite TWAP. I think this TWAP is just getting started. So I think that's going to continue to be a part of the bull case here. But that's longer term, and that's not super near term. And I think, Mando laid out some of the more than near term items.
You guys want to see my chart?
Yeah.
You're not going to like it. Or you may. Maybe it's good for your other coins. Simple.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it to us. I guess it could happen. And I don't think that would necessarily be bearish. So we had a whole meme coin season.
Bearish. No, exactly. That means that means Ethereum, Solana, your AI coins up.
I don't think, maybe not Ethereum. So I mean, Solana did well during that period, I guess. But
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say meme, like higher risk assets up. Like I say, we go if 2025 is a hardcore bull market, means we go one notch to the left in terms of the bell curve, means we go also one notch riskier as investors, meaning risky assets like the AXBTs and the fart coins and whatever the fuck you're buying higher. I mean, what I'm buying higher, what you're buying, I don't know. And then, and then Bitcoin's range for another, this would mean another 195 days of chop Bitcoin. You guys ready for that?
I'm potentially ready for it if I'm being honest. Let's look back. So like, when did WIF have its big run? That was
WIF had its big run in Q1 2025. It was right after the January dip, like the beginning of January dip, and then it went like insane in February.
And when did Bitcoin top? Can you go back to your Bitcoin chart? I want to see like how
it would basically be around the same time. What it would mean, it would be a rotators market. That's
Tyler,
what it would.
It's here, February. February. This is Feb. This is Feb March.
So that's like my Goldilocks scenario. Is Bitcoin chops and we see a huge AI meta.
Yeah. This is literally here. This is February 26th. This Pico top is March 15th. And then that top, like the mega top, was March 31st. That's my mom's birthday. RIP. So I sell everything on my mom's birthday.
Man, that happened in 6 weeks.
Whenever you see me post about my mom's birthday, sell everything. But yeah, you want a Bitcoin chart? Here you go. So you were where do you refer to it? Here, February 26th. Literally. That's it. Same fucking day. On the money.
So I think the point is, like, it could be painful for lots of different pockets of investors, but you can still have sectors that outperform, right? If you're in those sectors, it's great.
The absolute best thing you can do in this market is get a job. If you don't have one in the industry, don't be full-time trader, because you're not a trader. You're not going to outperform traders, or just stay occupied. I think about this all the time. If I didn't have like our business, I'd be fucking banging my head against the wall, because my portfolio has just been nothing but up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think I'm up much in terms of like the last year, in terms of like pure like net profit and capital. I did really good, and then I've just been kind of stagnant. Then lost a fuck ton of money in summer chop, and then won it all back, and then just been stagnant-ish again, up and down.
JLP.
JLP, baby. You know,
JLP
maybe
and AI. That's my portfolio.
Maybe if you were shilling JLP instead of GOAT, I'd be up. But
I mean, I've been shilling JLP for a lot longer than I've been shilling GOAT.
I'm really fucking with you. But you're right. And you're right. And I do think that there's this to be said. So anyways, there's a job scene this morning. I thought that was funny. Tyler, also, I loved your post yesterday. I shared it, but about Bitwise that you just mentioned. Hunter Horsley is a great follow for what it's worth. Like if you guys ever like need a institutional bull to follow, just follow the CEO of Bitwise. This man, he is the best institutional bull poster there is in the game, in my opinion. Like in terms of TradFi, he's the best TradFi bull there is, and he has actual data. Like real data. This guy runs one of the biggest ETFs in the fucking world, in the market, right? So you know, it's huge. Okay. And speaking of huge, I don't know if you guys just saw it. The show started. Trump is a free man, it seems. He beat the case. It looks like he's getting away. Let me see. Where's the news? I just shared it to you guys in the chat. Trump gets no jail time or probation in the hush money case in New York.
Already okay.
Yeah. So that just
no way they could really do it. I think there was like no way they could have done anything to him. It's like he's our incoming president. Like we kind of
but that's just news, right? This just came up now.
Right.
On the timeline. Lydia, I think as I opened the show. So that's that. Look, that's that on the market side. Let's see what you got in terms of topics for us today, Tyler.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO hour cause the kid can't miss.
We've been talking about, but the top story, this jobs report has sent Bitcoin into an absolute roller coaster. Bottomed yesterday below 92K, ripped to 95K, back to 93. It's just all over the board here this morning. We did have some alt winners earlier this morning. SWE was up 8%. OM was up 5%. Maker as well. They may be down. I haven't checked in the last 30 minutes. We did have a stablecoin depeg, USD0, stablecoin from usual, fell to 87 cents. There's a bit to unpack there. It's not just a traditional depeg. But that one was catching some headlines. We saw Mantra. They're planning to tokenize $1 billion in real world assets for a UAE based property developer, DAMAC. So pretty sizable headline there. Arbitrum developer Off-Chain Labs has hired the former NASDAQ digital assets lead, Ira Auerbach, to lead its venture efforts. Notable hire. And then the CFTC has asked Coinbase to turn over customer information related to Polymarket as a part of its investigation. So that was a big subpoena. In token airdrop protocol news, a couple headlines. Fantasy Top introduced a new game called Moonshot Coin Rush. Players can pay $5 entry and compete to see who can make the best 24-hour meme coin portfolio. So low stakes way to compete for prizes. Barachain Dex Ooga Booga also announced a $1.5 million raise, led by Primal. In AI news, folks, it's been another roller coaster. So the overall market cap had rebounded a full 10% before this Bitcoin dip. It looks like it's back down to about 14.4 billion. So it's shaved $1 billion or so off, but still up from yesterday. Leaders are slightly green here. AI16Z, they're mixed. So Virtuals is down, Fartcoin's down, but AI16Z, AIXBT is up because Binance announced spot listings for AIXBT, Cookie, and CGPT. Each of which absolutely soared about 30 to 60%. Some other top movers on the day: Pippin, ABB, Leah, Fava, and Roperito. A few new token launches. This Biosphere token ran to $20 million in its debut. That is an open-ended agent evolution arena where AI agents can interact and text in the sandbox. That's similar to the game token on Virtuals. And then also this new token, Stealth, ran to $14 million in its debut. It's tied to an AI agent gaming framework, immersive Roblox experiences. We also saw Ronin debut its first AI agent, Jehas, which soared to like $25 million in its debut this morning on Virtuals. Other than that, we saw Eliza expand to ApeChain, leading to Shaw calling it AIP chain. AI chain?
Shaw, me, motherfucker.
Okay, we'll give you the credit for that. Farokh.
Shaw.
Rounding this out, meme coin majors, they were green this morning. We'll see. It looks like they're starting to flip red. Not a huge surprise there. ETH leaders were red, but man, we got to call out Kaido. Kaido Genesis up 40% to 7.5 ETH.
Jesus,
that's like $25,000. So that is a notable run there. And there's also been an increase of NFT activity over on ApeChain. So we might have to chat about that.
What's going on there?
What? So let's start there, right? Because first of all, Tyler, I'm very disappointed. Okay, anything to pump your fucking AI 16Z bags, huh? Shaw didn't come up with AIP chain. I did. Okay, I'm offended. Actually, I hope he didn't. I'm saying this. Maybe he tweeted before me. I doubt it. I came up with it. Anyways,
we'll have to check the X chain. Did you tweet it before him? He did tweet it.
Where did he tweet it? Let's go find out right now. I didn't even see him tweet it.
Yeah.
Did he tweet it or did he reply to it? I'm gonna find it right now. Let's take this to X.
It was a tweet or a retweet.
All right. Where is it? Damn, he does tweet a lot, man. Jesus. Wow. God damn. Yeah, he does tweet a lot, dude. Not gonna lie. Can't find it. Anyways, while I look for that, why don't you run us through the news?
Do you want to start over on ApeChain?
Yeah, let's start with the ApeChain stuff. While we're at it, may as well.
Effectively, there's just been an NFT rush over on ApeChain. I don't know that I necessarily saw it coming. If you look at the 7-day change percentages, like this gobs on ape tokens up 400%. It's at a 1600 ape floor, which ape is like right around $1. So I mean, that's over half an ETH. It hit 3,000 ape. So I mean, that's a 1 ETH floor. So like that's a pretty sizable run for a new NFT launch. We have these chimp denzas are up 150%. They're at a 5,000 ape floor.
Wait, chimp denzas?
Yeah, filtered by I filtered by floor and then the floor price, and you can see some of these gobs on ape. Just to even go down this list, they're all up like 40 to 100 to 200%. So there's clearly a pocket of traders who are diving into these, and they're running up and they're stacking some ape coin over there. So that's part one of the news that kind of the ape coin, ape ecosystem, and the other one we talked about on the show a day or so ago, but that's the metaverse is coming.
Oh, I saw that.
And it's going to be persistent. So I think which means it's no longer event-based parties. It is going to be ongoing and live.
Can you see my screen? I lost you guys.
Yeah, we can see it.
I can't see anything. Sorry, keep going. Oh, I lost signal.
Yeah, and that's a huge event, right? Like that's going to be, I feel like, 2.5 years since the other side met. One of the more notable mints in NFT crypto history. Shut down the Ethereum blockchain for hours. 2 gas fees to mint those things. Hundreds of millions of dollars raised, hundreds of millions of dollars burned, I believe. I kind of forget the totals. It's all culminating in this metaverse, right? So people are going to give them leeway. It's not like this June launch is totally make it or break it, but I think we are kind of getting to that point, right? Like the metaverse is it's basically the other side and ApeChain, right? Those are the two main focus areas that I see. And perhaps there's apes out there who could enlighten me if there's a bit more, but it seems like those are the two focus areas, right? And ApeChain is having some success. I think that a lot of folks are waiting on the other side.
Yeah, 100%. What do you think, Mando? All this stuff. I think I think every L2 is gonna jump on this AI stuff, right? I think it's smart.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. AI is gonna. I've said it's gonna save everyone's bags. Like everyone who had an underperforming token is now thinking, how can I make it more AI? Trust me on that. Like for DeFi, for gaming, for DePIN, I'm trying to think of every other narrative will now shift towards AI.
There you go. Okay.
It's used for gaming. I mean, so metaverse and gaming are kind of the same bucket, right? So now, how can you power your ape PFP in the other side metaverse with AI, right? And they've got Elias over there. So like they've got new angles and new twists to pump in. So everything is just more interesting, and there's more possibilities.
It is. I got shot beat by 3 hours, by the way.
Okay.
Anyways.
How are you?
So petty. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on there. So look, proof is in the pudding. There is money to be made, right? If you just gotta really be deep down in the trenches and willing to hop chains and and play around in different ecosystems over here. So love to see that. Tyler, what else? What else you got going on for us today?
Kaido, I had one of someone in my replies asking about this Kaido Genesis NFT. We could talk about it a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
So I think the news is it ran to 7.5 ETH floor, 40%. It's up 88% on the week. So this is a one of the biggest runners in all of NFTs right now. These minted for 0.1 ETH to anyone who was on the white list. Also, the Kaido team said they would use the proceeds and give them back to the community. So check your wallets. They sent 0.2 ETH to the top 500 yappers this morning.
What ETH? How much?
0.2. $650. They sent that out to all the top 500 yappers. I think the 500 to 1,000 got 0.1 ETH. So they're giving back to their community. I think folks are familiar with the Kaido protocol. If you're not familiar, they are kind of the ones who coined this mindshare term that has become so prevalent across crypto Twitter with their good visualizations. I think you 100%. If you've logged into crypto Twitter, you've seen their visualizations, these big blocks of percentage, basically attention on Twitter. They measure people, which I think some have said is not as novel, right? We've had those prior protocols back in the and inspected that. But I think what is more novel is the tracking of tokens and topics.
Damn, look at you, Tyler. Look at you right there with Michael Saylor. Look at that, Tyler. You're neck and neck with Michael Saylor.
All right. Feels accurate.
Kinda, we're washed, dude. We're not in top 100.
You guys don't yap enough. I can tell as your fantasy card holders owner.
Yeah.
We need to step the game up, I need to tweet breaking. This NFT sold for like 100K every day now. I'm gonna do that.
But what's interesting about this NFT run is it seems to be fueled by speculation around their token, the Kaido token that's coming. There's no information. We don't know what it means. People think these NFTs will get a good chunk of the tokens. Why the token is more interesting is because Cookie, the other analytics platform, which I feel like is kind of piggybacking off of Kaido's tech,
of course,
is now at a $200 million token after being listed on Binance. So Cookie is one of the single biggest winners of the day. And I think if you're a Kaido holder and you're saying, oh, Cookie's at 200 million, why can't Kaido go to 200 million? In fact, I would say probably has a higher ceiling.
Well, billion at this stage. If you're comparing, you're doing comp, right?
And that's no offense. Cookie's done a tremendous job capitalizing on the space. Like they're one of the go-to dashboards. But I think objectively, Kaido has a bigger reach than Cookie does. I would say.
This is pretty crazy, though. Let's stop on this for a second. Because yesterday I was going to ask you guys, when is Binance going to spot list memes again? Well, the answer was today. Yes, I was thinking about this a little bit. AIXBT, CGPT, and Cookie spot listed. It's full on spot listing on Binance. Pretty big.
Binance may have just saved AI here in this hyper near term.
Yeah.
It's like we hadn't seen any spot listings for weeks, right? So like we were just getting the perps, everything was getting shorted to death, and it was all going down. And then I mean AIXBT, I was tracking it last night. It was down to like 380, shot to 580 on this headline. So that was a full 50% move. It's getting hit a bit right now. Like 520. A little bit of a red candle with the sell-off this morning. But I mean that's still a huge reversal, right? And the bull case for AIXBT, I mean, being one of the first. So this is the first group of AI tokens spot listed on Binance.
Wow.
And everyone knows, if you're in this space, like what AIXBT is.
Of course.
Dominating mindshare. It's got the Binance listing. We've shared on the show, I think it's trading at mimetic value over utility value. And that's probably a good thing if you're a holder, because the ceiling on mimetic value is much higher. The terminal is already too expensive. We already know that. But the value of the number one crypto Twitter KOL that dominates all mindshare, I've raised my targets. I think it can still 5x from here.
Fully diluted on Cookie's 500 mil, bro.
Cookie. But they've had this token for a while. It's like, I don't. How far back does this go?
It goes back, dude.
Right, so clearly there's something else happening with this team and this company.
In June.
Because their AI dashboard, I think, didn't really come out till like late November. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. And then the third one was what?
GPT. This one wasn't even on my radar. I don't know what it is.
Oh, me neither. What is that?
It's also a BSC token. So two BSC.
I see. So they're listing Binance coins.
Look at that candle.
Bro, crime never takes a break over at Binance HQ.
The first 3 AI tokens listed were Binance Smart Chain tokens.
Dude, that is so funny. Out of all the AIs they've listed, 2 are BSC, and 1 is literally they got paid like 10-20% of supply to list act. This and it's been down only since. The token nobody's ever heard about before that.
What do we think's next?
Incredible form. I don't know. Whatever token has the most like supply control by founders, and that Binance is gonna take, so it can dump on you guys.
Well, but AXBT like is the exception, right? So like I don't think they. I mean, I don't know.
What do we know? I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying, what do we know? You know, I don't know.
Like more of an organic listing, but again, I don't know.
I agree, though. I agree. It's the XBT one's probably more organic. It makes.
I'm talking about more organic. Like, of course, we're never gonna guess like the act,
right?
Like the CBGBT, but of like the top 10, like what do we think gets listed next? An interesting question.
I mean, you'd think Fartcoin, Goat.
I keep thinking of Fartcoin.
Arc, Griffin. You think of those, right? Fartcoin for me is the most obvious one, but I don't know. What do you think, Mando? I know what he's gonna say.
Let's look at volume.
I was surprised they listed AIXBT, if I'm honest. But
the first one, it is surprising
because at the perps volumes, it's definitely not been highest. They didn't list virtuals, which I thought was crazy to list AIXBT and not virtuals. But I think the actual tag they have, the seed tag, is generally for like lower cap projects. So maybe I don't know. Maybe virtuals didn't make it there, but I think we are now going to hopefully see spot listings for all the major, all the major tokens.
Is it surprising though? Like honestly, all this time we've been waiting on Goat because Goat was the first one to get perps and the first one to get articles written about and the first one to get a bunch of shit. I have none of it, right? And you know how I feel about the coin, anyways. But it's like crazy that they pick other stuff, or I just don't understand the process also behind picking all these listings. But I guess we'll never really understand it.
It's crazy that Coinbase hasn't listed AIXBT.
What is going on with Coinbase? Like they're. I don't know. I'm like, personally speaking, I'm really tired of the whole game. I know it depends on it. I get it. You got to play it. There's a few things I'm really tired of in this industry, and one of them is like how T1 exchanges and T1 VCs matter. Like anyways, it's a whole other conversation that we can have, but it's
if you could pull up the virtual chart for a second, I think what's actually even more impressive about the AIXBT move,
Benny,
is despite this drawdown in virtual.
I brought Benny up, but Benny, give it a second. Well, go ahead. Virtual. Where do you see the virtual token chart?
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So I mean, this thing hit 5 and it's down to 3, so it's down a full 40%.
Wow.
And basically what happens is typically, since the virtuals tokens are all kind of priced in virtuals, like when virtual takes a huge hit, they take a hit as well. So like, master currency is down 40%, but AIXBT is up. And of course, now it's got all the Binance liquidity, and that's what's driving it. But that is notable. But also what that means is if virtual does rebound, right? Like that's another potential tailwind. Even if like that's a tailwind that could potentially drive AIXBT and the other virtuals, even without their own tailwinds. So another potential bull lever.
Interesting.
That's a proper drawdown. It's like, is
that a bull flag? Is that what it is? Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, look, this is interesting. Tyler, did I miss anything? I mean, we talked about the ApeCoin stuff. We talked about, the spot listings on AI coins, job reports, all that good stuff. I thought the poly market stuff is insane, personally speaking. I shared it in the chat, but obviously we covered it on the crypt. But so now they are making Coinbase hand over the data and information of US customers that sent money to fund their poly market accounts. It's pretty intense, if you ask me, on that front. So they're really fully coming after it. What do you guys think about that? It's pretty intense. It's pretty wild.
It's intense.
It's hardcore.
And I think a lot of people funded their wallets that way because it was easier. Because if to fund it on chain, you had to go through a pretty painful process. You had to bridge Polygon. You had to make sure you had the Poly token. So a lot of people just bypassed that. But I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty intense. This Biden administration is really going all the way in, right? Till the last day.
We just get him out.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, there he is. Well, on that note, before we get to Robot Loot Box spins, Raffle XYZ, the code is NFT. NFT is the code. Benny, I figured it smelled like bitch in here too much, so I wanted to bring Benny up on here to give you to wake the people up, Benny.
You need to wake up. It's time. All of you are too bearish. Do you see where I am? Look at this. These are the boxes that I'm packing in my basement as I sell my house and put it all into crypto. Okay? And you are all sitting there like, oh, 20%. It's not a time to think about percentages. It's a time to think about the future. We aren't just going to 5 trillion. Where are we going? Tell them, Farokh.
We're going to $100 trillion.
$100 trillion. You want to, and you don't have to believe me. That's fine. You could stay poor the rest of your life. It's not my problem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get generational wealth. All you have to do is put your nuts on the table and believe in something instead of crying about dips. This isn't how we go into a bull market. We don't go half-assed. We have to believe in something. This is ridiculous. I mean, think about it. Everybody's all scared, right? The sitting president of the United States of America owns Rect Coin. Does anybody understand this? He owns a meme coin. He has his own coin. You think he's going to not protect Poly market? They voted him in. This is, guys, all bets are off the table. Freedom. Freedom to transact. Freedom to buy. Freedom to get watches. Freedom to do anything. All of you, guess what? All of you are getting girlfriends. This is the cycle where you all get girlfriends. It's time. It's time to get out of your basement. It's time to believe in your wallets. Go outside and smell the fresh air and realize that this is the future. And that's it. That's it. I don't understand why everybody's crying. I mean, the AI coin meta, the meme coin meta, it's all there for us. And you're all scared. You're all like worried that we hit the top. You know what? Anybody who thought we hit the top, I think you should sell all your coins. And I think you should leave because you don't deserve this. And that's it. So stop with the bearish tones. If you want to be bearish, go to a different market. Here, we're only bullish. Does everybody understand? Tyler, do you understand what I'm saying?
Damn right. Damn right. We understand what you're saying.
I'm permeable. Yeah, so I'm all in, but I appreciate the pump up talk this morning. I think a lot of folks need it.
Let's go.
A lot of folks
worried about it. I mean, think about it. We have the banks. We have the president. We have everybody on his committee who's pro crypto. I mean, what more do we need?
Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
What more do we need? What more do we need?
We don't need anything else. You're just scared. By the way, before every bull market, we have a pullback like this. I want everybody to know this. This is where we dust off the non-believers right at the end. You're not going to be here for 100 trillion. But you know who's going to be here? The 4 people on the screen. Bob Lucas, talked to him yesterday. Permabull. Raul, the banana zone is real. If you guys don't believe in the banana zone, you don't understand. It's here. It's happening.
There we go. Benny.
You have to be in the banana to be in the banana zone.
Benny is our very own crypto Caesar. Mando, did you get the memo?
Did you get the memo?
I'm all in, dude. My nuts have just been enough of the last
I'm so all in. I can't possibly be more all in. I mean, I'm looking to get a loan on my Punk, on my Puppets, on my Nakamoto card, on the apartment I don't own.
I mean, we haven't even started with ordinals. Like Udi's sitting there, he's just licking his
no, turn him off now.
Can you get to Rebounds real quick before we leave him? Like, please.
I love the boxes. I love that he's literally.
Show, we said that we would sell our pups the next time it rallies.
Yeah, because the next time it rallies, they go to one BTC floor. That's what you're not understanding. $1 trillion. If we have to get to 100 trillion, Mando, think about the math. Everything has to go up, right? Almost everything. The
100 trillion.
100 trillion.
100
Bring it
trillion.
all.
I want to see
it.
$100 trillion comments right now in the Google in the YouTube.
100 trillion is happening. I'm telling you right now. You mark my words. It's happening.
One
100
BTC floor. And what's
Yeah.
Bitcoin at that? What's Bitcoin at that level? Like $1 million?
No, I
more.
think
Surely,
no.
like 10 million. So it's one BTC, $10 million for one for one Bitcoin pup.
Yes.
Look, I'm not saying that it can't happen. Okay, I'm saying that let's be honest. What's the market cap of gold, right? For it to be equal, I think it's about 750,000 BTC per, right, to be the same market cap as gold. Tyler, your math, right? Something like that, let's say. So if that's the case, I don't think it's crazy for us to get to like $500,000 per Bitcoin this cycle.
Yeah, it's quite a lot less than 100 trillion.
No,
Yeah,
that's no 100 trillion for the whole market.
100
So
trillion for the
remember,
entire market, meaning your
well,
HQ.
correct. AI coins, the
is
whole
the
AI
tokenized.
coin market cap is at least going to be $25 trillion.
There you go. And at that price point, ETH $3,000. With that being said,
Exactly. ETH is the only thing that's never going to move. Have
I
some
love that.
faith.
Have
Mando,
some
you have to have some faith.
Mando,
Are you
believe,
not on the table,
believe,
Mando?
bro. Believe, Mando.
Investing in AI agent sports gambling right now. I am
Wait, what are you buying? What are you buying?
that one
Wow.
that's been killed in our chat, the one that sounds like a
Gamble?
no, the other one. That sounds really dodgy if you look at it quickly.
Which one?
Predo, whatever that one is.
Oh, the Pete.
I didn't say it.
I'm not
I can't-
saying
I'm not saying it. It sounds like pedo coin, honestly. I what the fuck are you buying? Justin,
buying
Bank of America says it no longer expects the Federal Reserve to cut rates this year.
So
It's really over this time.
you guys don't. We're guys. You're not understanding. It's
over, guys.
all happening. It's all happening.
One
We
BTC floor for the puppets isn't happening, guys.
No, it's gonna happen, but Bitcoin's gonna be 10K.
Guys, it's all you don't understand. Oh my god, everybody is so bearish that you're doing this all wrong.
No,
This is
no,
our
no.
moment.
I am so bullish, bro. I can't be more bullish. Like I have every dollar I own is in the market. Everything.
But you bought the diamond before, right?
And thankfully, I got that from Family Heirloom, so I didn't even have to buy it.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, I saved money on that.
That one you save.
More
I mean,
farting.
like in all seriousness, like if you were ever gonna believe in crypto, this is it. I don't know what else you need to
agree.
have.
I agree with you. Listen, we're gonna go higher. Everybody, take the weekend to go. Go work out, go work, make some money, buy your coins, have a good time. Let's get to the roll bit loot box spin, Sims. I got a meeting in 2 minutes. Let's get to these loot box spins. And Benny, stay with us because I feel like today with the energy you brought, someone's gonna win a punk. So
I feel it.
I feel it too. I feel it as well. All right, Sims, we're ready for this giveaway, baby. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, null underscore ETH. Null underscore ETH. I just saw you comment as well. I love that. Null underscore ETH. Congratulations. Let's go. Null underscore ETH. Congratulations. You win.
Supporting a Wassie also.
All right, null underscore ETH. I see you in the YouTube comments. There he is. What did you say, Tyler?
Oh, look at that perfect picture.
Incredible. And he's Canadian.
He's Canadian,
Canadian. He's gonna be an American soon. This is amazing.
and I'm going to be his governor.
In the United States of America.
And I'm going to be his governor. What up, Null?
That's great.
Yo, what's going on, boys?
What's up? Can I ask you? You don't have to dox if you don't want to. Where are you from in Canada? Nope.
Vancouver area. Sorry, I was pausing the
Ah,
YouTube video.
nice. All right. Well, Noel, congratulations. You win the spin today. You're either going to win a red guy.
No, are you bullish?
Yeah, what is it? A trillion? 25 trillion?
100
100 trillion.
100 trillion.
100.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. Well, you win a red guy. Congratulations. Well, you made $2,000 this morning, and yeah, it's my favorite agent. Let's do it. All right, no, have a good one. Happy Friday, everybody. Enjoy. Benny, Shabbat Shalom. And with that, we'll see our bullish rabbi. Someone said, is that a rabbi on the show? Hell yeah. We had to get divine intervention on the show today. We had to bring a bullish.
Bring it.
hard
Don't feed it. Bring it
rabbi.
all on. AI, Myriad, all of it.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll see you
Fucking
Monday.
bring it on. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.